Today we're going to be talking about the three most important pieces of news that you need to know in the cryptocurrency world and what's going on with the price of Bitcoin. We're starting right now. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to keep up to date on the latest and breaking news in cryptocurrency, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live to answer your questions. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get down to business. What we're going to be talking about today is three pieces of news. 1. Binance moving to Malta. 2. Coinbase adding ERC20 support. And 3. Poloniex integrating into the TradingView instrument panel so that you can trade directly from TradingView. This is big news, guys, and I want to let you know that the big theme of the day is Fiat to Crypto. We all know that for the prices to go up on all of our favorite tokens and the big daddy of them all, Bitcoin, if we want to see another alt season or if we want to see another big Bitcoin run up like we just saw at the end of December, toward the end of 2017, and at the very, very beginning of January 2018, what we need is an influx of fresh capital. We've heard all the rumors, we know all the stories. The reason that we spiked up so much is because public interest exploded, Google search results went off the roof, and everybody, all this new money was piling into Bitcoin. And that's what we need to see a repeat of if we really want the price to move. Now, for those of us who have been in Bitcoin a long time, we're faithful to the project, we're loyal to it, we know the revolution that is coming, we're part of the revolution, we love what we're doing, but for those of you who want to trade, for those of you who are investors, for those of you who are worried about your price action, we need a new influx of new people to come in and buy, or we just need the whales, not just the whales, but the dolphins. We need everybody who's sitting on the sidelines right now, who's scared watching this volatile price action, to believe again and come in, and let's get these price actions going, guys. Let's get this season started. Now, I'm patient to wait as long as necessary. I'm patient to wait as long as I need to on the investments that I feel confident in, and I'll trade what I think is good trading. I think there's a lot of still really good trading opportunities out there. I mean, there was a few weeks where everything was kind of sketchy, but then immediately there was immediately good altcoins to trade. There was immediately Bitcoin was profitable to trade. It's had its ups and downs and spikes, so have all the altcoins. But if you know what you're doing and you have a strategy and you stick to it, you can still profit immensely in this system. So I'm rambling, so let's go ahead and cut to screen share so we can start off with our first piece of news today. Now, this is coming to us from CCM, entitled Malta Wants to Become the Blockchain Island. So this is just a breakdown of Binance's move to Malta. Apparently Binance had received some kind of notification from the Japanese government saying, hey, we're not sure you're cleared to go here. We're not sure you're cleared to operate here. And they had been based in Hong Kong, and we had heard that they had received a notification from the Hong Kong authorities that, hey, maybe you guys shouldn't be having tokens on your platform that may be considered securities. They're kind of mirroring the SEC in that response, I guess. So anyways, they decided to go ahead and move on to Malta. Now, Malta is where they're going to be basing their center of our operations in this European country, and Malta is really Bitcoin bullish, really blockchain bullish, and they've got pro-blockchain regulation, they've got a really open government, all the prime minister and all the ministers of finance are coming out and saying they're really supportive and positive behind blockchain. They want to make this the blockchain capital of the world, and Binance is hitting them up on that and encouraging other blockchain and fintech companies to move to Malta, to base their center of operations in Malta. But here's the big takeaway from this, guys, from a price action point of view. They are saying in this article that they are in negotiations with local banks in Malta to increase fiat to crypto integration, to allow easier access of fiat to flow into crypto. Now, if Binance opens up a fiat option, if you can just link your bank account, send a wire transfer, slap your debit card, type in your Google Pay, if you can just dump money on there like that, your US dollars, your fiat cash, and buy up your crypto, this is going to be huge. We're using, a lot of people are utilizing things like Tether, and I know that Bittrex just introduced TrueUSD, but if we can see USD to altcoin pairings, I think that's the thing, guys. That's going to really make the prices go up, and it's going to detach Bitcoin and altcoin prices, and I think that's going to be good for Bitcoin. I think that so many people, I think that the water is so poisoned right now, because you're never able to tell if the alts are going up because Bitcoin's going up, or if Bitcoin's going up because all the money's flowing out of alts. It's really hard to just look at either two, because you kind of have just a split between people. You have people who are really just Bitcoin, just pro Bitcoin, and maybe they're okay with the other open source projects like Monero and Litecoin. maybe Decred. And then you've got the other group over here who are just traders or investors, or they feel the same way about Bitcoin, like Bitcoin's a thing, but there are utilities for everything else. I tend to fall into that latter category. Bitcoin is my favorite, and I truly believe in the libertarian aspect of it. That's why I originally got into cryptocurrency when there was just Bitcoin. And however, I do think that there are some practical real-world applications for some of these other projects. Now, whether or not they achieve fruition, and I'm not really into the whole multi-headed hydra of Ethereum, and I don't know if that platform itself is going to succeed, and the ERC20 token is going to succeed. It might. There's a lot of people who are Ethereum maximalists in that regard, but I wax loquaciously. But the main point that I want you guys to take away from this is that this is super exciting. Fiat to crypto integration is going to help adoption, even if you're not looking at this from a price point. Even though I think this is going to be massive for the prices. This is the catalyst for the next alt season, guys, and for the next Bitcoin run up. But this is going to help spread mass adoption so much quicker when people have the ability and ease to just buy their cryptos. Let's see here. I thought there was an interesting quote on here. The one thing that I thought was interesting right here at the bottom is the influence on other regions. Now, South Korea's largest company, Kakao, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm not from South Korea, is talking about maybe moving their base of operations out of the country after South Korea kind of came out against ICO. So South Korea is backpedaling now, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, maybe ICOs are cool. Maybe, we can talk. Come back. Come on, we can do it. So we'll see. Comments on that, guys, please leave them in the section down below. I'm excited to hear what you have to say, what you think about this. I think this is huge. This is another article from Cointelegraph, just basically summing up the exact same thing. The only interesting thing I saw on here is that okay, right here this is a quote from CZ or Changpeng Zhao, who is the CEO of Binance, and he said, "We are very confident we can announce a banking partnership there soon. Malta is very progressive when it comes to crypto and fintech." That means that no official banking relationship or partnership has been announced yet, but they are in negotiations with one. So this is, again, that's the fiat to crypto thing. It's huge. Real funny. Let's scroll down here to the second article right underneath this. And President of the Atlanta Federal Reserve declares crypto is not currency. Of course he's gonna say that. iPhone is gonna remember all those lame iPhone ads about the Android, about just bombing on the Android. You never say, "Oh, my competition, yeah, super great. We're down for that. That's gonna be the future." No, you bomb it. Come on, obviously this is just ridiculous. The whole point of Bitcoin is to disrupt fiat currency, is to replace fiat currency and get rid of fiat currency. So, do you really think that the president of a Federal Reserve Bank, the most, in my opinion, one of the most evil institutions for mankind, not saying that the people themselves are evil, I'm sure a lot of them are good people, but the institution and the effect that it has on society and mankind, I think is very, very negative. What do you think he's going to say? Do you think, yeah, that's good, I support that wholeheartedly? Come on, this is just ridiculous, guys. Use your common sense. All right, our second story, jump into it. Coinbase adding ERC20 support. This is another big thing. So Coinbase had in the past said that they're not going to do this, but now they are. Now they're saying that they are. So this is big, guys. This is another one of those fiat to crypto things. Coinbase is the largest United States exchange, and now if they start integrating fiat to crypto for ERC20 tokens, this is mega, mega huge as well. So let's just run down this real quick. These are the bullet points right from the Coinbase blog. Again, all the links to everything I talk about will be in the description section down below. Check them out. So what ERC20 support means for our products right from the Coinbase website. Coinbase Custody. So the custody team is evaluating a set of assets to support for deposits and withdrawals. Note, custody will likely support more assets than those available to trade on GDAX or Coinbase for the foreseeable future. So that just means that there'll be a custodial wallet for your ERC20 tokens. Okay, that's cool. GDAX. The GDAX team will wait for additional regulatory clarity before we decide which ERC20 assets to support on GDAX. Support for ERC20 will also give us a path to enabling the safer blah, blah, blah. They're just saying that they can recover ERC20 tokens. You can kind of do that on Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin. If you send Bitcoin to the wrong adjuster, your Bitcoin's gone. It's gone. Can't get it back with Ethereum. It's like, oh, you screwed up? No, here you go. So, again, this is, I mean, they're coming right out there and saying that they are going to integrate ERC20 tokens for trading, not just custodianship, for trading, and they're just waiting on regulation. And this is something that I've been saying for a while. I've been saying for a couple months now that the next alt season will come in the summer or shortly thereafter once the SEC and FinCEN and the CFTC come out with some clear regulation on what to do with specifically ICOs. That's what's holding everything back. That's what's holding the money on the sidelines, because they want to see if this, we all know that the ICOs are going to get regulated. We all know that that huge cycle is going to change. But are they going to be retroactive? Are they going to go after everybody who previously invested? I think that's stupid. And the other thing is, can FinCEN please stop requiring the United States to issue licenses to exchanges to act as money transmitters and all the other minutiae and garbage that comes along with that? Can we just get some really lax, kind of do no harm regulation from FinCEN or one centralized organization? What I'd most likely like to see is a self-regulated organization such as that proposed by the Winklevoss twins. Check out the video we just made about that. Bam. All right. The third thing on this, Coinbase Asset Management, they're just saying that they're going to add, so Coinbase has their index now for accredited investors, and if they add ERC20 tokens by weighted market volume, if it qualifies to be in the index, boom, it's going to get added to their index. And Coinbase, per previous guidance, Coinbase will only list assets after they are listed on GDAX. So that means something's going to trade, and then after something is able to trade, which means it'll just be probably BTC or ETH trading pairs. Then after it's done that for a while, then it'll switch over to Coinbase, which means you'll probably be able to buy it for anything, at which point the USD integration will probably follow on GDAX, is what I'm taking away from this. All right. So pretty exciting, pretty cool. This is just, so now we're seeing Fiat to Crypto overseas. We're seeing Fiat to Crypto in the United States with the two largest exchanges right there. The largest exchange in the United States, Coinbase, and the largest exchange in the world, Binance. So really cool. Now our third story, maybe not as exciting if you're not a trader, but now for those of you who use tradingview.com, which is, in my opinion, the best, the absolute best place to go online and do all your charting for all your trading or your investments. Tradingview.com, no affiliate link to plug here, but I highly recommend the service. It's what I use. You'll see as I do my chart here in just a second on Bitcoin. They've never had, you could never trade directly through the TradingView panel. Now they have Poloniex support. And this is telling because Circle just acquired Poloniex, Circle funded by funds from Goldman Sachs. So for those of you who are saying that institutional investors are not getting into cryptocurrency, you're nuts. You're absolutely crazy. The money is there. It's all over the place. You see the moves. You see what's going on. And you guys want to sit on the sidelines like, man, I don't know. I heard the price was going to go down to like 4 or 5K, maybe 1, 2K. The Illuminati conspiracy snake people. Get your head out of your ass, people, and start buying the most important digital asset that you could possibly imagine in your lifetime. The greatest investment that you have sitting right in front of you. And you want to sit on the sidelines talking about all these talking head experts that you're seeing on Bloomberg and CNN and death crosses and just all this crazy absolute garbage nonsense that's put out there by the same people that control the media, by the same people who gave you fiat, by the same people who want to control your lives, by the same people who just want to totally screw you in every which way possible to keep you away from the truth and freedom. All right? Because that's what Bitcoin represents, truth and freedom. Okay? Got that? Cool. Repeat after me. Truth and freedom. Bitcoin's the future. All right. Moving on. Now, again, so right here is the official thing from Poloniex, or excuse me, from TradingView. So all you do, you log into TradingView, and you scroll down to Trading Panel, and Poloniex is right there. Beep, and you're good to go. You put your API key in, you log into Poloniex, get your API key. For those of you who don't know how to do that, there is a video by our team member, Ben. That one's about Tab Trader, but you can still utilize the same concept. Just add it, instead of adding the key to Tab Trader, add it to TradingView. And all the instructions are on this page. Again, links in the section down below. All right, so with that being said, I just want to wrap everything up real quick, even though I've wrapped it up like 3 times already. Fiat to Crypto, this is huge. Get out your wallets, start buying Bitcoin. So, speaking of Bitcoin, what's going on with the price? So let's hop over here to TradingView. And let's just kind of zoom out and take a big picture view real quick. Obviously, we're still in a downtrend. We are down a little bit from our last little bit of run up. Obviously, we had doubled we had doubled the price when we dipped all the way down here to 6K, and then we came all the way up here to almost 12K. Couldn't break past this large resistance cluster right here, right underneath the Fibonacci line right here. So we have gone down a little bit more, And right now we are flirting. We broke down past this Fibonacci level, and now we're flirting with this Fibonacci level right here, okay? We do have our moving averages crossed under, and we have this downward ascending wedge right here that we briefly broke under. You know, this is kind of a slanting closing triangle. And we briefly broke under it right here, but we came right back up when we doubled from 6K to 12K. We came down, tried to test it again, didn't have the momentum to break through, and now we've fallen down. We've come back up, and we've fallen down a little bit more. I know that that is not the most advanced, top-notch TA, but these videos are not for those who are part of the Cracking Crypto Discord. These are for those general basic users and traders and people who are maybe new to Bitcoin. If you want a more advanced technical analysis of Bitcoin, feel free to join our Discord, where we do offer signals and services. So let's talk about what my strategy is at the moment, very simplified. So I'm kind of going off an open, high, low, close kind of thing right here. So what we have here is right here at the 12-day EMA and the 26-day EMA, in this zone where they're intersecting, I see this candle that basically splits the difference between the 12-day EMA and coming up and touching the 26, and I'm not going to trade this zone. This same section right here, I see this section, I'm not going to trade this. So what I'm going to do is, this zone kind of represents the bottom edge toward this Fibonacci line to me, and this section to me represents the resistance cluster right here. So that's why I don't want to trade this zone. I don't want to trade this resistance cluster, and I don't want to trade this possible absolute breakdown. So if you are on a leveraged trading exchange like BitMEX or Kraken, my plan is, if we break down below this box, if we break down below this Fibonacci line in particularly, I'm looking for us to go down to the median line right here. This median line, if you go back and watch my video on pitchforks, basically the strategy is the price likes to revert to the median zone. If we break down to the median line, I'm looking for us to go down here. I had drawn this circle all the way back over here for where I was looking to accumulate dips. We just barely came down right here. This was a great time to accumulate, obviously, on this movement up. But if we break down from this area right here, I'm looking for us to go down to the median line. So that, depending on how fast or quickly we descend, but we're looking at the upper 6,000s. If we break down from that, it is quite possible for us to go down. I don't think this is going to happen, because then we're interfering with the price of mining. But if we do break down from here, it is possible for us to come down maybe a little bit below 6,000, maybe in the upper 5s. I'd like not to see that. I don't really think that's realistic based on all the positive news that's coming out. I'm just letting you know the downside potential. Now, if we rally right here, and now this daily candle just started, but if we do bounce off this Fibonacci line and break up out of this box, I'm looking to come back up and hopefully rally and break this, again, this resistance cluster, because the news is there, the positivity is there, the Fiat to Crypto integration is coming in, and the clarification on regulation is coming in. So all this is, I think, going to coincide in the perfect kind of trinity of everything that needs to happen around the summer of 2018 for prices to go back on the bull run and smash past our all-time high of 20,000 and move on toward the projected goals of 30 to 45,000. However, Bitcoin changes every day. So if you're a short-term trader, I'll give you short-term trading advice. If you're a long-term trader, you should have bought Bitcoin yesterday. Otherwise, buy it today and don't worry about it. Put it on a hardware wallet, Ledger Nano S, Trezor, throw it in your shoebox and forget about it, and maybe buy some more every week. Every time you get your paycheck or however you get paid, buy Bitcoin. So again, if you want to be aggressive, this is your kind of no-go zone. You go short below this box, long above it. If you want to be conservative, you're not trading at all right now, and you're going to wait until you come back up and kiss this zone right here. You're going to go long above it and short below it. All right, pretty simple. I could get more advanced, but why? It looks simple, and that'll trade simple. You know, you can profit from that. All right, so with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for joining me today. Again, if this is your first time to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you are a return viewer, make sure you give us those thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Leave all your comments in the section down below. Let me know what you think about Binance moving to Malta. Let me know what you think about Poloniex integrating with TradingView. And let me know what you think about Coinbase's ERC20 support token. And what do you think? Where do you think the price of Bitcoin is going? I would love to hear your technical analysis and your thoughts and your opinions. With that, guys, I'm Justin Wise. I'm signing off. I hope you have a wonderful time tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night, a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. I hope everything goes good for you. Peace out.